We're still in the 11th. Because I have no idea how to progress. Let's see, where did we leave Bachi? Keep out. Let's see what happens. So I know we played through this, but I don't remember what exactly was preventing us from going forward in his... Oh, okay. Now, what else can happen? Okay, sure, why not? So something happens here, I think. I don't know what. Let me play through the last little bit of this guy. Because I still don't quite understand what I'm supposed to be doing. I know it has something to do with Tama. Yes, he was... We went through all of this. Right. Now. He's a terrible liar. I remember all of this, yes. And his daughter comes in. Also, was he just gonna let his daughter walk in on his dead body like that? That's pretty cruel. Okay. What am I supposed to do? Kano. Slight difficulties here, but we'll figure it out. Behind, you can see vaguely. It's my fault, my responsibility. And suddenly thousands of cardholders turned up en masse to collect. Heaven Publishing is a hit with a massive financial piece stuck in debt even deeper. And if that happens, I'm finished. Toyama gave a dismal groan. So don't drop the issue, Minorikawa snapped. He pounded his right fist into the side of a cardboard box, but Toyama just shook his head weakly. I've been up for 3 days straight trying to fill the pages. It's not enough. You can't know if it's impossible if you don't see it through. I'll never make it in time. The proof needs to be done by 8 o'clock this evening. Final stage before printing, when the copy or manuscript is checked for errors. Not sending corrected proofs to the printer before the deadline can result in the book or magazine in question not making it onto the shelves in time for release day. Well then, Minokori thought to himself. He let out a sigh, then held his hand out to Hana. Hana, would you mind giving me that hose? Hana gave her father a quick look, then handed the rubber hose to Minorikawa. This won't be necessary. He tossed the rubber hose into the trash and jabbed his finger at Toyama. Show me the layout and the draft proposal for next month's issue. Oh, and this is where he accidentally emails Osawa. Toyama blinked a few times with disbelief. Huh? You can't possibly be serious. I'm trying to help. Now show me the layout and the proposal before I change my mind. After a brief and incredulous pause, Toyama hurried off to grab the paperwork. A layout in publishing speak is an outline of a magazine showing which articles will occupy which spaces. Minori gave it a quick once-over, finding that 12 of the pages were still blank and untouched. He wanted to punch whatever writers had been assigned to those pages. I shot back. I seriously know I can do it. There's nothing in this world that I hate more than a bad joke. Why are you doing this for me? Toyama was getting misty-eyed. I'm not doing it for you, you spineless wimp. I'm doing this for poor little Hana. Yeah, you were just gonna hang yourself and let Hana walk in on you, so... Minorikawa, I'm so sorry. Toyama bowed his head so deeply Minorikawa thought he might put his face through the floor. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter. Oh, forgive me. Please forgive me, Hana. Toyama clutched her tightly in his arms. The girl hugged him back on the verge of tears. Hey now, enough of the waterworks. I've got your backs. Don't worry about a thing. Minorikawa picked up the draft proposal for the pages that needed filling. The words Shibuya Scuttlebutt Special were plastered across the cover sheet in big, bold type. Okay, so a 12-page special edition block on Shibuya. Fair enough. And first on the docket, drink yourself thin with burning hammer. This reeked of a scam. The only way drinking more of something would make you lose weight would be if it was mixed with a laxative part. Still, there wasn't enough time to tweak the layout plan now. According to the proposal, write up a product demo was scheduled for 1 p.m. that day. The location print on the map was blurry and hard to make out, but Minorikawa had a rough idea where it was. It looked like he didn't have much of a choice but swing by in hopes of getting more material. He scanned further along into the proposal. Society of Surveillance hidden cameras installed throughout Shibuya. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad? Where are they now? Washed up screenwriter showcase. Sexy Square, twin share, top prize at local university. Beauty contest. Are those the missing twins? Shibuya now. Black market organ trafficking in Shibuya. Shadowy foreign crime syndicate exposed. Oh. Those 7 pieces were to fill 12 empty pages. That was the plan anyway, but there wasn't enough material there to make any headway. The Shibuya Now article didn't even have any proposed content. This sucked hardcore. It didn't look like there was much material for the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad either. It also suggested that a few years prior, a group of youngsters in Shibuya had banded together to help fight crime in their neighborhoods. Achi! At this point, however, things have flipped around completely and they've become a gang of street punks themselves. A turn to the dark side. It had the makings for an interesting article to be sure, but tracking down this gang would take time. Minorikawa was personally intrigued by the one about organ harvesting in Shibuya. The rumor was that organs were being smuggled out of Southeast Asia and fenced locally at a tremendous price. There was even a plan to ascertain the authenticity of these claims. Fascinating. Minorikawa was going to be spending all day gathering up the material, though he didn't have much time to spare for it. Shibuya Now, the rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad, black market organ trafficking in Shibuya, Minorikawa decided that one of those 3 would have to go. The rise and fall of Shibuya's vigilante squad. See, these 2 really pertain to what's happening. And I can't remember what this one was about, so I'm going to choose this one to get rid of. He decided to cut Shibuya Now. He didn't have the time to make an article out of whole cloth. His goal was to make sure that 4-star general gossip made it to the press at all. Society surveillance, where are they now? Sexy Square. Those 3 pieces had individuals slated for interviews, but no appointments had been made with any of them. Unscheduled interviews were a dicey prospect. Minorikawa decided to call them up on his cell as he made his way down the list. The only one he managed to get a hold of was Shinosuke Oi from Where Are They Now piece. Former broadcast writer, he appeared on various popular variety shows on commercial networks on TV. He currently heads up a small theater troupe known as the Wandering Angels, operating out of Shibuya. Later today, the troupe is putting on a performance at Theater A's and Sakura Gaokacho. He said he'd be willing to give a 15-minute interview after 2:30. Minorikawa sighed. He just had to get material from others in a more impromptu fashion then. Putting his nose to the grindstone, he started throwing together a schedule for the day. Was it possible to get all that material and write it all up and still finish the whole thing by 8 o'clock? It was no use. No matter how he tweaked it, none of his simulations ended with him having a proof ready on time. He just needed one more thing, and that was another writer. Minorikawa zoomed through his contacts list, calling up all the freelancers he knew. The results were depressing. Answering machines. Overseas in business, in the hospital, currently doing time. He has some interesting individuals on your contact list there. Before long, he called everyone he could think of except for one, novice freelancer Chiaki Iso. Chiaki was a bit of an odd duck, a reporter who was scared of talking to people. How are you a reporter then? Minorikawa had never known anyone who became so hopelessly flustered in a one-on-one setting. In such a rattled state as to be unable to speak, Chiaki's tendency to become flustered is famous among her freelance writer colleagues. Once she conducted an hour-long interview during which she only managed to ask her interview subject's name, yet another chapter in the legend of hopelessly flustered Chiaki. If she couldn't talk to people, she certainly couldn't do interviews. And if she couldn't get any real interview content, she wouldn't be able to write such in the way of copy. Would she come to his aid if asked? Quite probably. The issue was whether she would hinder more than help. This was no time for beggars to be choosable folks he could count on. He decided to email all his contacts from back in his staff report days, and that's how you get to Osawa. So, we're going to choose A. As there's no time for beggars to be choosers, Minorikawa decided to call out Chiaki. The phone rang several times before a sleepy voice finally answered. Mello? Chiaki, hi. It's Minorikawa. Are you free today, huh? What? She seemed thrown by the question. Did you just wake up? Huh? No, I mean, well, yeah. Good morning. Her voice still sounded half asleep. So then I'm guessing you don't have any work slated for today, as usual. Pretty much. No work, no money, no food. Nothing to do except sleep. If I'm not awake, I can't dwell on how hungry I am. She didn't sound well, almost like she literally didn't have anything to eat. Well, I got word for you. I'm over at 4-star General Casa. Get over here ASAP. What? You really mean it? This seemed to finally wake her up. Yeah, but hurry. Minorikawa had decided he assigned Chiaki to the Rise and Fall of Shibuya's Vigilante Squad. First, I want you to take a look around Shibuya for this group of vigilante sites. By vigilantes, you mean people who have volunteered to help prevent crime. There was a note of relief in Chiaki's voice. Yeah, that's right. Except apparently now they've turned into a nasty street gang. Did you say street gang? Nuh-uh. No way. Absolutely not. Minorikawa could almost see her shaking her head on the other end of the line. What if I get killed or sold into slavery overseas or something? He doubted there was much chance of the latter or the former for that matter, but still he understood her concern. Alright, I hear you, he said. Then how about you hang around Shibuya Station and do some street interviews for me? Street interviews? There's a nervous waver in Chiaki's voice now. Yeah, just talk to normal, regular people walking around outside the train station. That should be fine, yeah? But Mr. Mina, street interviews aren't really my, apparently it was beyond our capacity to give him a simple no. No buts. Just interview at least 10 people and get me an article by 6 o'clock. Okay. Minorikawa had originally planned to axe the Shibuya Now piece because it didn't have any content, but getting some quotes from people on the street would at least make for a useful filler. That gave him a sudden idea. He'd take on the vigilante story himself and have Chiaki handle Shibuya Now. There was plenty of work to keep 2 people occupied throughout the day. The more time-consuming Orient Market story would have to be cut. After explaining what kind of interviews he was after, Minorikawa hung up. Okay, I've gotten us another writer. Though Toyama somehow look it through Toyama somehow. Toyama shrugged gloomily. Yeah, well, the thing is, there's actually one more problem. Are you kidding me? Minorikawa couldn't hide the irritation in his voice. What is it now? The loan company is sending a debt collector for at 4 o'clock. But as you can imagine, I don't have a single yen to give them. That's less than ideal, yeah, so what's the plan? Well, they said provisionally that if next month's issue gets published, they'll be willing to wait on repayment. Then there's no problem. The issue's coming out guaranteed. But they're not going to take my word on it anymore. I'm going to need to prove it. If we could fill, say, half the 12 pages by the time they show up, I could probably convince them. Alright, Minokawa said really early. So for starters, we need 6 pages by 4 o'clock. They had to get through all 12 pages done as it was. That made a perfect midpoint to shoot for. Any other problems you'd like to let me know about? No, Toyama said, that's all. I really am sorry about this, Minorikawa. Again, he bowed his head low. Minorikawa felt distinctly awkward. He had known Toyama for years and had never known him to kowtow like this before. Yeah, well. Just let me handle it, alright? Minorikawa unfolded a map of Shibuya. The first order of business was deciding where to begin getting content. He marked the editing offices with a circle, then considered where to head next. Diet drink sales demo? Where are they now? Society of surveillance? Sexy squared. Midoriyama Academy. Shibuya Vigilantes. Locations to be the diet drinks. Oh well. There we go. University associated with Midoriyama High School. Notable alumni include famous actress Masami Nagahama and National High School Baseball Championship winning pitcher, the Tissue Prince. Why Tissue Prince? Why is that his nickname? That should be underlined. Its educational philosophy is summed up in the slogan, words, skill, and beauty. A very high percentage of winners of the Miss Midoriyama contest go on to careers in the entertainment business. The diet drink sales demo was at 1 o'clock, and the interview with Shinichi Owari was for where the nail was late for 2:30, so those times were set. I don't think he should be going to the diet drink sales because he messed up the demo. The question was due near him. It's a little early, but maybe he should get to the center guy and get an interview. The diet drink sales demo. No. It's a bit of a hike. Maybe we should go to Dogen Zaka and check out Indo Electronics. Yes. Yeah, that should give him what he needed to put together the Society of Surveillance piece. I think Achi. That's Achi's store, so Achi's father's store. Okay, I'm heading out, and don't even think about doing anything else stupid while I'm gone. Got it? Minorikawa hustled out the editing office, hoping Toyama would take his scolding too hard. A taxi came by just as Minorikawa stepped outside. Huh? You again? It was Kimizuka's taxi again. Hehe, what can I say? I know how to sniff out a guy who's going places. Really? Well then, Dogen Zaka ASAP. Son of a bitch. Minorikawa bristled. I beg your pardon? That son of a bitch you wanted to give a piece of your mind, sir? Was he waiting for you like you suspected? Oh gosh, oh yeah. And I damn well did give him a piece of my mind too. Heh. Glad to hear it, sir. The taxi sped off. Minorikawa pulled out the proposal and looked over it again. The idea for surveillance story resolved around the claim that hidden cameras had been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping districts, upwards of 500 of them. Supposedly these had eliminated lots of blind spots, and the crime rate in the area had dropped significantly. The cameras were managed by Daisuke Endo, the owner of Indo Electronics and chairman of the local downtown committee. That was Minorikawa's first mission then. You need to get to this guy's story. Scanning the side of the road, Rikawa's finally spotted a rundown electronics shop. A sign out front which looked like it might fall off an email read Indo Electronics. Alright, here's mine. The taxi stopped and Rikawa pulled a 10,000 yen bill from his wallet. Keep the change, he said. What? Look, don't sweat it. The name's Minoru Rikawa, and I'm a freelance writer. I care about two things, what's real and what's true. There's real work to what you've done for me. That there's a token of my appreciation. It's not much, but please take it. He probably hasn't paid enough. Rikawa slid out of the taxi and headed for the electronics store. Oh, okay. Inside Indo Electronics looked more like a mountain of hoarded junk than an actual business. Yeah, this is where Achi lives. Towering piles of ancient appliances stretched toward the ceiling. Old television sets with dial knobs leaned against computers with 5-inch floppy drives. Oh my gosh. Storage medium for personal computers in production from 1976 to 2001. Magnetic discs are sheathed in paper or plastic jackets that are known for their tendency to flop around in one's hand. Technically speaking, they are 5.25 inches in diameter. Incidentally, Door, released in 1983, the debut title from this game's producer, Koichi Nakamura, was produced in a 5-inch floppy version. Huh. The more you know. What possible use could there be for all this outdated stuff? Mr. Indo, are you in here? Rikawa called out. Nobody came to greet him. The shop was definitely open, though. Surely the proprietor hadn't left it unattended. Hey, Mr. Indo, come on. I know you're in there. After a short wait, Rikawa heard sounds in the living space behind the shop. A door opened to reveal a tired-looking, middle-aged man. Yeah, what do you want? Are you Mr. Indo? Rikawa asked. I am, the man said guardedly. And I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of something at the moment. Could you come back tomorrow, or please just give me a minute? I'm a freelance writer. Name's Rikawa. Rikawa showed Indo his business card. Freelance. Yeah, freelance. Okay, freelance. I'm writing an article for 4-Star General Gossip. A magazine piece, huh? Precisely. So if I could just have a little of your time today. The phone rang, cutting him off before he could get down to business. I'm sorry. You'll have to excuse me for a moment. Indo reached into the clutter and pulled out a telephone. Hello, Indo Electronics. The proprietor listened for a moment, then raised an eyebrow. Yeah, there's a problem, alright? Alright, understood. I'll try to get a hold of the customer then. Indo set the receiver down. What's that all about? Rikawa asked. Oh, yesterday I sold a dry ice machine, and the manufacturer just called to let me know that the model is defective. Apparently, once it starts making dry ice, it won't stop. Well, I need to tell the customer I had to recall the machine and refund their deposit. Please give me a moment. Indo sifted through some sales slips, read a number off one, and made a phone call. Nobody picked up on the other end, however. That's right, he grumbled to himself. He said they had some performance today. Performance? Rikawa asked. I saw it's a guy from some theater troupe. They're called the Wandering Angels or something. Theater run by Shinosuke. Afternoon at 5:30, they're performing their 22nd piece, Au revoir. Right now, all the actors are already at the theater, except for Akiomi Mondo, who plays the rival of the main character, Ryu. Angry production chief has sent his assistant to Mono's apartment, but he does not yet know what awaits him there. Continued and entailed The Wandering Angels, episode 2. 6 episodes in all. Oh, well, thanks. Wandering Angels, that was Shinosuke's theater troupe. Minoru Rikawa had an interview with him, booked for 2:30. Anyhow, what can I do for you? Minoru Rikawa hastily explained what he was after. Indo gave him a dubious look. As I said earlier, I'm a bit busy right now. Busy cleaning up, I hope. How do you get anything done this mess? Are you desperate to all your interview subjects? 5 minutes. Just give me 5 minutes of your time, please. You've got to be joking. Go on, get the hell out of here. Endo headed for his back room in the house. Fine. Then I'll just have to write about what you've already told me. Namely, that Endo Electronics sells defective merchandise. This would even imply. Did you or did you not sell a theater troupe a defective piece of equipment? You're a jerk. Look, I'm going to get in touch with them as soon as I'm betting they're in a hurry preparing for the performance. I thought you'll be getting through to them today. Endo bit his lip. Now that I have your attention, let's make a deal. What kind of deal? I'm meeting with a member of the Wandering Angels a little later today. I can let them know about the dry ice machine. In exchange, all you have to do is give me my interview. Endo scowled, and where's proof that you'll be meeting with the Wandering Angels? I might take advantage of a guy when he's down, no hard to buy. But one thing, I'm not is a liar. The shopkeeper took a few moments to think about it. Fine, he grumbled. 5 minutes, that's all you get. Rikawa whipped his notepad out of his coat like he was drawing a gun. Then, let's get right down to it, shall we? Go right ahead. So I hear that over 500 surveillance cameras have been installed throughout Shibuya's shopping district. Yeah, that's right. Why so many? We used to have a lot of delinquents in town. Mainly your son. Young people who act rowdy or cause trouble, often at arcades or convenience store parking lots, and who frequently resort to petty theft and other mischief, often referred to in more outmoded terms to ruffians or hoodlums. Your son was like a reverse delinquent. Endo said the word with marked distaste. Oh yeah. I remember there being some problem kids around. They were real punks. They vandalized my signs and made a mess in my storehouse. They were just awful. I see. Norikawa scribbled diligently in his notepad. Heck, my own son put together a sort of vigilante squad to help teach those punks a lesson. Wait, vigilante squad? Oh, hold up right there for a second. Norikawa shut out his fancy throat. This guy's son was part of the vigilante squad? What a stroke of luck. Maybe he could also provide some info for the article on the gangs of Shibuya. Sorry, I don't mean to get off topic here, but could you tell me the name this group your son belongs to? They call themselves SOS. Originally a group of many young people who would get together downtown and start a vigilante squad, trying to keep Shibuya clean and safe. In those days, the group never engaged in theft or other criminal activities. Most recently, however, SOS has become one of the biggest gangs in Shibuya, resorting to defacing public property, graffiti, shoplifting, and shaking people down for cash. Prided themselves on being the top gang in Shibuya and all that. The top gang in Shibuya? Did I really just hit the jackpot right here? I have to pat myself on the back, but go me. All I have to do is step outside and the story finds me. I think I might be a natural at this. As it happens, I'd also like to interview people from SOS. Would you be able to put me in touch with your son? Yeah, sure, but you should know that my son isn't in the gang anymore. Oh. I can jump? Okay. And it opens up Achi's. Okay. You told me, look. There it was. Oh. A blue van had appeared nearby, parked in a spot that had been empty previously. Achi couldn't see who was inside, but there was definitely something fishy about it. Besides, there weren't any other blue cars around, so this had to be it. You've been right. Crooks had come back after all. I'm gonna go take a quick look, Achi said. You wait here. Before he could carry out his plan, he told me to jump to her feet. Without a word, she rushed toward the van. Hold on, I said wait. She wasn't slowing down. As she got hold of her arm, wait. This could be dangerous. What if the kidnapper's in there? And what if my sister's in there? I have to go help her. Achi knew full well that was what it was like to be impulsive. This was one situation where cooler heads would have to prevail. And you're the cooler head, Achi? Okay. We can't just hang out here, she insisted. What if the car takes off again? That's why I said I was going to take a look first. But isn't that dangerous? What if they do something to my sister because some random guy comes snooping around? Oh, huh, yeah, you got a point. Achi thought as fast as he could. The criminal told he told me to get into the van. There had to be some specific reason for that. What if they were planning to abduct her as well? Whatever the case, he couldn't just let her go. He had to make a snap decision. Look, just let me go first. I don't want to put you first. Okay, let's go together then. Yeah. Don't split up the team. Let's go together, Sorry. Please, we have no idea who or what we might run into. He told me to get a slight nod. Alright, she said. But let me go first and you follow, okay? Got it. Aji waited as he told me to start toward, then looked at her, then followed her at a distance, so it won't look like they were together. She headed straight for the van. Oh dear. Two men got out of the car, neither of them Japanese. Aji picked up his pace in case he needed to close the distance fast. One of them approached her, told me and said something to her. She gave an affirming nod. Oh boy. Suddenly, two men grabbed her from either side. They dragged her to the van and shoved her into the back seat. Achi broke into a sprint. Of course, it was a trap. He couldn't guess what their whole plan was, but kidnapping and told me was obviously part of it. But before he could reach the vehicle, the door was shut, and the van sped off an instant later. Achi raced after it. He ran as hard as he could, thinking of nothing else. He couldn't give up now, couldn't let things end like this. He made a promise. No quitting halfway, and no turning his back on someone in trouble. Yeah, but you can't catch a car. But the car kept getting further and further away. Before long, it was just a blue speck that vanished into the cityscape. No! And this is the bad end, okay? Haji never saw, he told me again. Lost sight of the van. Haji did try to warn me, tell me that checking out the van by herself was dangerous, and oh, look, she got herself kidnapped. Maybe he should have put his foot down and checked on things himself first. Yeah. Okay. Can I finish it up though? I'll finish this up and then I'll go back to Achi and choose something different. You should know that my son isn't in the gang anymore. Oh, Minoru Kawa has to. Guess he's no use to me then. Oh, believe me, I know how you feel. The look at endless Facebook volumes. There's no point in interviewing Angel's son if he wasn't with the gang anymore. I figured that Minoru Kawa's run of good luck would end eventually. Still, he got in the lead in the form of a name, SOS. That was progress. Alright, so back to the matter at hand. He flipped his notepad back open. What did you decide to do about all these juvenile delinquents? I set up a tiny little web camera in order to protect my property. Cameras designed to send information to computer via the internet. Look carefully, you can often spot them outside private residences and even on public streets where they are installed for use in surveillance. Given the risk of transmitting data being intercepted, the images recorded by such cameras are generally encrypted to prevent playback by unauthorized third parties. Many landmarks and attractions make their camera footage publicly available online. I see, and I'm guessing the webcam did the trick. Sure did. And so then the other local businesses heard about it and started asking me to install some for you. Head cameras aren't particularly expensive, so it wasn't too tough to set them up all over downtown. So who's in charge of these security cameras? Members of the downtown business committee take turns. The cameras are connected via a wireless network that business owners can access throughout the area. Whoops. LAN, or local area network, a communication system that can only be used within a limited geographical area. A wireless LAN transmits using electronic signals. Although convenient because it does not require cable attachments, there is a risk of signals conveyed in this way being intercepted by a third party. How's your security for this wireless network? Oh, no problems on that front. Endo seems surprised at the question. All the footage sent over the network is fully encrypted. Process of encoding data, so it's indecipherable by third party. It requires a key to, designed for this purpose. Two main types of cryptographic systems: secret key crypto systems, same key for both encryption and decryption. Public key crypto systems. Public key to encrypt the system require a private key known by the recipient in order to decrypt. Still, people can't feel too good without being recorded on camera. That's too much, don't you think? The shopkeeper expression darkened. We hope to strike a balance between crime prevention and protecting individual privacy. And who determines what that balance is? We know Carolina no challenge to look into this for. That would be me. I've been entrusted with the management of security cameras. I see. So essentially you're providing your own moral oversight. Are you implying that I am abusing my authority and just drop by? I'm doing this in the name of public order, right? You've had your fun. Now get out of here. The shopkeeper stood up and had back door. I'll be sure to let the wandering angels know about that dry ice machine. The guy hollered at the closing door. Endo didn't reply. Norikawa had gotten enough stories to put an article together, so he decided to hurry to a coffee shop and get started on some coffee. He was making his way down along the building's office when his cell phone rang. An incoming call displayed showed Chiaki's name. Chiaki, what's going on? Oh, it's no use. She sounded like she was on the verge of tears. What's no use? I can't do this. I just can't talk to people passing by on the street. What? Why not? It's just that everyone seems so busy when they're walking past. If I try to interrupt them, they're gonna be all mad at me. Well, who the hell cares if they get mad? Norikawa was ready to start ripping his hair out. I don't want them to be mad at me, she whimpered again. Well, this wasn't about what she wanted, was it? She was supposed to be working, not whining. Look, Chiaki, you need to get me those interviews, period. So I make myself clear? He hung up before she could squeeze in an objection. Damn it, Norikawa muttered. Just what I need, one more thing to worry about. He pulled out his hair a few times and cast his worried gaze in the direction of Shibuya Station. To be continued. Oh. Well, alright. 1 second. Okay, so we are going to go back to Achi and make a different choice here. Alright, yes, I go first. I don't want to put you at any risk, because you'll get kidnapped. He told me his determination wavered at the look in Achi's eyes. Please, he continued. You have no idea who or what we might run into. If I think they're going to try to run off again, I'll give some signal. Then you can come along, and I doubt they'll be interested in leaving then. Hitomi gave a reluctant nod. Please be careful. Will do. And tell me if my sister's in there. I will. You can count on it. Haji stepped out into the open and started walking toward the van. He tried his best to look as if he wasn't paying it any attention. Yep, I am just an ordinary passerby. As he got nearer, he tried to sneak a glimpse inside. The van's dark window film made it hard to see who might be inside or even how many people. Casually, he moved closer to get a better look. Uh-oh. Suddenly, the sliding doors burst open and several people jumped out. None of them were Japanese. Within moments, Hachi was surrounded. Whoa, hey, what's the deal? Hachi said. He let out a little chuckle. Man, this thing must be packed. How many seats you got in that thing anyway? It's just a clown car. He took another step toward the vehicle and walked inside. One of the men pulled a knife from his jacket, thrusting it out in Hachi's direction. He probably meant it as a simple threat. On reflex, Hachi went into self-defense mode, kicking him right in the jaw. There was a loud crack as his foot connected. The man dropped out like a light. The other stared, then rushed him. Oh. So it's just another, damn, like Kamarucho, basically. Well, this sure hadn't gone as planned. Too late to take it back now. The damage was done. Hachi was just gonna have to take out the rest of these punks too. He nimbly shifted his feet, evading their initial attack. And to take these guys on 3-1 wasn't going to be pretty. Hachi! Why'd you shout like that? You should have been quiet. You heard Hitomi cry out. Crap. He hadn't given any signal, but she had come out of hiding anyway. He told me to stay back. He was supposed to fight off 3 guys and protect her at the same time? What could he do? What should he do? Within moments, another passerby had gathered around the fight. Maybe they heard Hitomi shouting. Hey, what's going on? Oh my god, is that a knife? This ain't some petty squabble. Someone call the police. Some of them began taking photos with their cell phones. One of them had cursed in frustration, then signaled for his buddies to get back into the car. Stopped the engine roared to life and the van sped away. Knowing he'd never catch them on foot, Hachi merely watched it go. He failed. This was his fault, all of it. Hachi bit his lip hard. How could he possibly face Hitomi now? Hachi, Hitomi's voice was hollow and deep. Hachi stared down at his feet like a scolded child. Sorry. I didn't see whether your sister was in there or not. I see. The words, so simple and matter-of-fact, stung him to the heart. I'm so sorry. But Hitomi simply shook her head. The fact that she wasn't even chewing him out made him feel all the worse. I know I messed up, but He was going to say I'll make up for it, but somehow he froze with fear at what he saw next. Oh! He's back! Across the street, staring at him, was the man with the cane and the gun. He told me it's him. They had to get out of there, and he just out. The assassin followed, staying on his side of the road. Hachi wasn't sure what to do. Also, he was pretty fast with the cane. No, it's more dangerous to head someplace where there'd be fewer witnesses. Best stick to Dogen Zaka for now. The man wouldn't be able to gun them down if they managed to lose themselves in the crowd along center guy first. Besides, the guy had to use a cane. Actually, he told me good out on him. Hand in hand, they sped along Dogen Zaka and through the intersection in front of 109 building. Come on, Hitomi, just a little further. Okay. She was panting, but she pressed on it. Hachi was to glance back over his shoulder. Huh? He stopped in surprise. Hey, what's wrong? You tell me that guy, he stopped following us. The slope leading down to the intersection wasn't all that steep. Several plainclothes detectives have been hiding amidst the crowd. The intersection is part of the kidnapping stakeout right now. Director Kuze is sending a message to all officers of their rioters, so that detectives have stopped to listen in. It's a bit unusual, an observant individual might notice. It was strange that the gunman hadn't bothered to pursue. So there was no time to worry about this behavior right now. You tell me, can you still run? Yes, I'm alright. This is our chance. This way. They needed to put plenty of distance between them before the assassin came after them again. But they also needed to find the van again and rescue Tony's sister. Would they be able to find it and yet stay hidden from the man with the cane? Aji wasn't sure one way or the other, but with Hitomi Ito, he hurried onward almost into a guide. To be continued. Okay. To be continued. What is so solace here? Wait, what? I don't remember that at all. I know I still have him, and I think... Oh, Tama is to be continued. So, let's just go to Asawa then. Right? After a time, Osawa could feel himself growing calmer. He took a nice deep breath. And he dialed up Makino. Wait. Can I go back? I feel like I'm missing something here. Really? I feel like that came out of nowhere because he was last at the publishing building. Because I don't remember calling Makino. But okay, sure. I guess this is what we're doing now. Okay. He dialed up Makino. He closed his eyes and chatted. Okay, let's... What happens if we do this? I said renewing progress, Makino asked as soon as he picked up. His voice was on. No. Nothing much yet. Tiny's eye came in the other end of the line. I see. Then what can I do for you? So I'll just get right to the point. Have you conducted clinical trials using the antiviral drug? Makino didn't respond right away. What makes you think that? He asked that. As someone described the emails he received. When he finished, Makino let out his breath in surprise. Not over the phone, he said. We'll discuss this in person. I'll head over to your place when I'm done here. As soon as possible, sir. As soon as I can manage, Makino said. You're not the only person who's busy. For that, Makino hung up. I thought this happened earlier in the time, but there was no doubt about it. There had been human testing. Also, I went to let Tanaka know he'd be meeting with Makino. Mr. Osawa, are you going somewhere? Oh, that's creepy. A stolid-looking man stood in the hallway, almost as if he'd been waiting for Osawa to emerge. It was Yoshio Kajiwara, one of the detectives from the Shibuya precinct. Detective from the Shibuya precinct's criminal investigation division. He is sociable but awkward, and despite his reserved personality, he being quite unsettling. His colleagues at the precinct referred to him by nicknames such as Japanese Columbo and Littlekin Takura, again his own quirky demeanor as a detective. He struck Osawa as a bit too soft-spoken and meek for detective, really, and his treatment of the kidnapping case gave an impression of flighty detachment that made him seem rather undependable. No, not really. Have there been any developments, detective? Kajiwara shook his head quietly. I'm sorry, sir. I'm not really sure what to tell you. Kajiwara then slipped a hand into his suit pocket. He pulled out a... Why is it not? Okay. Why is this defined? Nutritious fruit. Optimal energy source when exercising. And famous for slipperiness of banana pills. This fat, thick comedians, blah, 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 blah. Why is that defined? Why? I don't need that defined. Are you hungry? These are good for when you're tired. I'm fine, thanks, Asase. You offer me a banana when my daughter has been kidnapped? You're terrible. Oh my gosh. Kajiwara seemed to like a detective's sense of situational awareness. You are creepy. Just being around him got on Osawa's nerves. Well, sir, I need you to come with me, the detective said, if you don't mind. He took Osawa by the arm. As Kajiwara hurried him toward the living room, Osawa could hear other detectives talking on the other side of the door. He's working at a time like this? Seriously? Jeez, I do not get rich people and their priorities. Yeah, I feel bad for his daughter. Her dad's a real piece of work. Nice. They're bad-mouthing him in his own house. Oh, I'm really sorry about all of that, Kajiwara said, pausing in embarrassment. Osawa pushed past him and opened the door. A number of police detectives had holed up in the living room. They went suddenly silent as Osawa entered. So tell me, he said sarcastically, would you rather I stay here weeping as I watch this disaster unfold? The detectives winced and grimaced. Forgive me for not being a perfect father, he added, his hostility building. Kajiwara stepped forward to intervene before things got out of hand. Now, let's not be touchy. I am not being touchy, Osawa snapped. But he knew full well that he was. These guys had the time to sit around backbiting him, but not to go out and bring Maria to safety. Already close to half a day had gone by without any new developments. The ransom demand had come in the previous night at 8 o'clock. Maria had been abducted roughly an hour before. Tomorrow, 10 a.m. by Hachiko and Shibuya. I have the sister who told me to bring 50 million in. If not, the girl's life is forfeit. The kidnapper called only once, so the police were unable to run a trace. I'll do it, Hitomi said. Anything for my sister. She didn't hesitate in the slightest in suggesting she make the ransom handoff. Osawa staunchly opposed the idea, but the police were of the opinion that it was better to give in to the kidnapper's demands. Ai's reaction, on the other hand, baffled nearly everyone. We don't have 50 million yen just laying around. Are the police going to be putting that together for us? Kajiwara stepped in to assure her. If it comes down to it, the police will be able to help raise the money, okay? Go ahead then, and do it. We need you to pay it back afterwards, though, of course. Well then, what's the point of that? Ai's voice spiked up to a piercing shriek. Calm down, Osawa told her. You're not making a scene. You're making a scene. I turned away in the hub. It's alright, Detective, Osawa continued. I'll talk to the bank first thing tomorrow morning and figure something out. At that, I stormed out of the room. Kajiwara bowed his head several times in apology. As soon as he told me he has made contact, we'll approach the suspect and take things from there. What? Hold on. Won't that put Maria in danger? If we let the kidnapper get away with the money, we have no proof that he will return the hostage safely afterwards. There was certain logic there, so I had to concede. I see, he said. So you're saying that the catching this guy will be easier for you if he keeps my daughter hostage. No, that's not what I'm implying at all. Kajiwa wiped his brow and bowed profusely. At least, I promise we'll get your daughter back safe and sound, Mr. Osawa. Obviously, there was nothing to be gained from further challenging the detectives. Alright then. I'll let the police do their job. Osawa bows even lower than Kajiwa had. How long are you just going to loaf around? I shrieked as she stormed into the room. Hurry up and arrest this guy. She was becoming increasingly hysterical. An hour had passed since the suspect had taken the money, and yet the police had made no effort to apprehend him. The police apparently had a rule against discussing an operation before it was fully resolved, and so the Osawas had been left in the dark. But, like, why are they in my house right now? Don't they have a actual police base to work out of? Oh, okay. But they had overheard the task force talking over the wireless, and it appeared that they were deliberately letting the suspect roam free. Hey, I snapped again. If he gets away with our money, you are going to reverse this, right? Osawa scowled. She made it sound like the money was more important than Maria's life. The detectives exchanged uneasy glances. Osawa chided his wife. It's only money, doesn't matter. Osawa said nothing. Well, if Telltale, R.I.P., has taught me anything, silence is a valid option. Osawa said nothing. By now, he was accustomed to Aya's coldness towards the two girls. The twins were Osawa's daughters from his first wife. Who passed away 15 years ago. I had no blood ties to Maria, or he told me herself. Well, I continued, are the police going to reverse this or not? She glared pointedly at Kajiwara. Well, right now we're focused on making sure Maria is safe. I stormed up to him, shouting right in his face. Stop dodging the question. Answer me. Yes, of course, Kajiwara squeaked. Maybe, would you like something to eat to help calm you down? Yo, not a banana. It's probably the same banana. I smacked it out of his hand. Oh dear, what a waste. Kajiwara scrambled to retrieve the fruit from the floor. Osawa went over to Tanaka and whispered into his ear. I'm going to meet with Mr. Makino. Tanaka nodded silently. Turning, Osawa saw Kajiwara looking in their direction. They made eye contact, but Osawa quickly looked away and strode out the living room. Kajiwara followed after him. Excuse me, Mr. Osawa? Yes, I'm just Detective fussed sheepishly with his hair and forced a smile. Sir, we appreciate if you could remain in the living room as much as possible. Osawa was in no mood to stand on propriety. Look, I've got a ton of work to do, he said. Are you here to tell me to play the role of the grieving father too? No, not at all. Personally, I happen to think you're an admirable father, Mr. Osawa. Did the word have a ring of sarcasm? Why do they do these two mouths of him? Because he's creepy. He had no way to tell Kajiwara was being forthright with him or not. You're no ordinary fellow, Mr. Osawa. You're a genius. A genius? Me? Osawa made a skeptical noise. Am I mistaken, sir? Are you in the field of virus research? Or, well, so I've been told. Osawa wasn't sure how to respond. He had never considered himself a genius. He was just someone who was more interested in viruses than he was in other people. Everyone who's a genius is also a little bit odd, after all, Kajiwara went on. Probably he intended that as a compliment, but still. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with weirdos, so as long as they leave us ordinary folks alone, you know? Is this guy trying to praise me or insult me? This is a weird conversation. Where is he going with this? Osawa let out a heavy sigh. Genius, weirdo, what did it even matter? So as long as he be left to his work, he didn't care one whit how he looked in other people's eyes. Kajiwara wiped the sweat off his forehead with a handkerchief. By the way, what are you working on right now? He asked. Why are you asking? I'm afraid you wouldn't understand even if I explained it to you, Osawa replied. Right, precisely. Even if I gave it my full attention, it would still be beyond me. He peered with sudden intensity at Osawa's face. Ugh. I'd appreciate it if you didn't hide things from me, sir, he said. Osawa gaped at a loss for words. Oh, I'm sorry, Kajiwara, added hurriedly. He's a psycho in disguise. Goodness, that made it sound like I'm accusing you of hiding something, didn't it? The detective bowed his head repeatedly. and gave him a banana. Oh my gosh. I hope you'll forgive me. He held up the banana. That won't be necessary. How about this then? Half eaten chocolate? This time he pulled out a bar of chocolate from his pocket. No thank you. Did this guy just carry an endless food supply where he went? Oh my. God, you are, Marie. You geniuses really are tough to sort out. He inclined his head, mumbling to himself for a moment. What can I get for you then, sir? What I really like is some time by myself. In a daze of exasperation, Sawa felt his way to his study. Then his eyes alighted on the bookshelf against the wall. Aww. He pulled out a photo album and began to flip through it. There were pictures of his daughter's grade school enrollment ceremony. Their mother had already passed away from illness, so Sawa had taken the girls himself. He remembered that after the ceremony, he told me had come down with a fever. He told me had been rather sickly as a girl, falling bedridden at the drop of a hat. Maria, by contrast, had been lively, energetic, quite the handful. Sawa had found it remarkable that their personalities could be so different, despite them being twins. He flipped further into the album. There was a picture of the three of them at their grade school graduation. Maria was looking away from the camera. Sawa felt someone had stabbed a dagger into his heart. His daughters of virology. Which truly concerned him more? Which did he truly love? It was ridiculous to try to compare the two. He knew the answer before he even asked himself. Even so, human emotions were complicated and sometimes made people act inconsistently. One of the consequences of that was this photo album. This was the last photo he had of Maria. He searched and searched through the rest of the album, but she was nowhere else to be found. To be continued. Wow. Made some definite headway here. So I'm thinking this is a good place to stop for the day. And I will see you guys next time.